it's Leanne and welcome to another video in the Focus series. So a lot of people have a really hard time focusing when it comes to business. They'll sit there on their computer and they'll end up checking their email 6 times in 1 hour, and they just feel like at the end of the day they don't get anything done. Now, in the last video we talked about external distractions and how we usually think that it's the external distractions that are stopping us from working, but it's really the internal distractions. Now, first step was to get rid of the external distractions, and I gave you a way to do that in the first video, so if you haven't watched it, make sure you go back and watch that. But you can watch this one first, that's fine. But the essential thing is that you made your chart and you figured out what your free time is. Okay? So let's talk about internal distractions. These are distractions in your head. Okay? So internal distractions are not when your stomach's rumbling. That's external. Okay? It's not when you have discomfort in your body. It's internal in your mind. Okay? So some internal distractions are going to be worries. Okay? How am I going to pay the bills? What's going to happen to grandma in the hospital? Okay, worries. Could be smaller, could be bigger, depends what you have going on in your life. Thoughts, okay? What am I going to eat for breakfast tomorrow? Okay, something like that can completely throw you off track. Okay, I don't know if you guys have experienced that, where you think about something completely ridiculous when you've got something really important to do, okay, because you're trying to make money online. Feelings. Somebody hurt your feelings. You just broke up with someone. Your wife walked out on you because you had a fight. Okay, all these are internal distractions that keep you from focusing on your work. So, what are some things that you can do to get rid of these distractions? Because there is a way to get rid of distractions, no matter how big they are. First thing that you should do when you have something like this is you should write everything down. Okay, I don't mean write an essay. Okay, if you keep a journal, that's fine. I mean, take out a piece of paper. Could be something private, could be something that you tear up later when you're done with it. But take out a piece of paper, maybe a pad that you use for this, and write down everything that's on your mind. I'm worried about grandma. Done. Okay, don't have to worry anymore. It's on paper. You're not going to forget. How am I going to pay the bills? Write it down. You have some thoughts about it, or maybe I can mow my neighbor's lawn. Write it down. Okay, whatever it is that you're thinking, whether it's a solution to a problem or another problem or a complaint that you have internally, like, oh man, I suck at this. Whatever it is, write it down. Write it down, and once you write it down, remember to yourself that you don't have to carry it here anymore. Okay. You don't have to carry it here anymore on your shoulders, in your heart, in your mind. It's written down. You can come back to it anytime. You can come back to it at the end of the day. You can come back to it the next morning if there's something you want to do. So make to-do lists and write down everything you're worried about. If you're going to bed and you're having a hard time sleeping, take out that paper. Have that next to your bed. Write it down, what you're worried about. Okay? I can't pay the bills this month. Write it down. How am I going to pay the rent? Write it down. Come back to it the next day. Okay? With everything. Carry a pad around with you, and I know I keep repeating this, but carry paper and pen with you every time something comes up that's taking you away from something that you want to do. Write it down, go back to what you're doing. Eventually, all these things are going to be off your chest. Okay, it's like the paper is going to be heavy, but you're going to feel lighter. So that's the number one thing you should do. But there's another thing, and I had asked you in the first video to figure out when there's a time when you don't have external distractions, okay? And we said external distractions are not really what gets you out of focus, but you can't figure out the reason that you're not focusing without actually getting rid of the external ones first. So find that 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes if that's all you have, where you have 0 distractions in your day. And here's what you're going to do. Because some people do fine with writing things down, but other people can't figure out how to, they can't figure out what's wrong. I don't know what's bothering me, okay? I don't know what's bothering me. So actually I'm going to show you that in the next video, because this video is getting kind of long. But if you like this, if you want to find the other video, you want to see my playlist, you want to learn more about marketing, about business, about how to focus, then you want to visit me at my blog. It's www.yourwebprosperity.com. That's your, Y-O-U-R, web, W-E-B, prosperity, P-R-O-S-P-E RITY.com. What you want to do is click on the education tab on top, and I'm going to have a lot of different training there for you leading to my YouTube playlist where I have all this information. In addition, if you run a home business and you want some help with focusing with what to do, how to market, make sure that you fill out the form on the right side of the blog, put your name and email there, and I'll send you more great information. See you in the next video.